Hey, I didn't know what you was talking about. You just, okay. That's how we doing it? Fuck the head up. Make them respect us. Man,
Looked his head back when I got a finger looking.
I don't know what we on? 'Cause I ain't even prepared. Don't tell me, but be ready for the alley oop when it go your way though. But so listen though, I be watching these little random little ads that come on YouTube and they be like books. They be like audio books.
Yeah, I love audio
But then
books.
sometimes they start out, that's how they bag you too. They start out with the visual
Yeah.
of the audio book.
Yeah.
And it's about a young orphan or something. Or yeah, he was a young orphan. He's the heir to the throne. And he grew up, you know what I'm saying, like not knowing it.
Mm.
And then when he finally knows it, initially he don't want it. And he like, nah. But his orphan auntie who was good to him ends up being sick. So the people who he's an heir to find him and like, here, take the money. He's like, no, I don't want to do it. And he ends up taking the money, of course, because he needs to fix auntie.
For auntie, yeah.
So then the whole time throughout his life, he was already like adopted into a rich family. And one of the stipulations of his adoption, or way however they did it, he married rich. He had to marry one of the daughters of the wealthy or whatever, or something like that.
Mm.
So they always treated him like a peasant
Mm.
because he married into the family and just automatically was a Wilson. You know what I'm saying? And they started treating him like shit, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And then he got some money and he didn't tell nobody he got money. He just kept letting them treat him like shit. You know what I'm saying? And every time somebody treated him like shit, he would do some petty shit.
Wait, you drop a bag off on it?
No, like, this nigga might get you fired from your company. Or he bankrupt somebody's company.
Damn.
Cause he come from trillions.
Yeah.
And once he finally accepted it, he was like he's the heir.
He's fully submerged in it.
So his family is super powerful. So all these people was trying to do business with this family, and he like, all right, y'all disrespecting me. They'll never do business with us again. Cut them off. And don't cut it off. So I asked that to say, like, if you come up on some money, are you gonna tell people, or are you just gonna let them find out, like how they find out?
Let them find out. But there will be clues. But I'm gonna let you find out how you find out.
Because on one hand, he was like, if you tell him, or if he announced that he's the wealthy person, that he don't know like his family that he jumped over without being like going through the food chain of it all.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you know, people with wealth got enemies just because, or you got haters around you.
Yeah.
Just because you get some wealth.
I mean, I agree. But nobody would know. But like I said, it would be clues, meaning my loved ones, certain shit'll pop up differently.
Yeah.
Not saying with Beamers and Benzes, but certain things when mama check out of work early, when little sis, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Certain things get put through, you know what I'm saying, emotion through money and power. And I don't have to show my face anymore. I think that's even more power. I think that's powerful as hell. Because it's like me showing my necklace with diamonds and bracelets and trinkets and houses and cars implies wealth and necessarily
doesn't.
See what I'm saying? Adam Sandler, even Jeff Bezos, all these guys, how they dress, you know, from Walmart or wherever they, you know, Kohl's or wherever your local little department store is, and they're not tripping because they know what real value is. So it's like, with that intention, I wouldn't mind being behind the scenes with money because that takes real power of discernment, of not popping your shit, not letting them know I'm bigger than you, I got the biggest house on the block. You really just letting them have that, it's way more powerful. You know what I'm saying? Letting somebody think they're right, and you know they're wrong in this situation, in this particular situation.
Yeah. Cause they would call him like, you're a bum, you're nothing.
I am that.
You need to divorce him. He's
The flip side of that, what about the influence of what you have, like saying
with having all this money now? Yeah, that you could kick back some real good shit. Like Ma, she, like you said, auntie who's sick. You go ahead with that, but you could take it even further. now random donations get sent to the neighborhood through
Yeah.
enrichment programs, not just money, but through enrichment programs, free lunch.
But I mean by the influencer, I got this and this is what I'm doing with it.
Uh-huh.
Other people have to see it.
Not necessarily. I feel like the action matters more than the status, I believe. Because what happened if your status with no action? What are you? Just a major figure on top of a hill, showing how inferior we are and how imperial you are. Like, that would be crazy.
You create a target for everybody.
That's a Jamaican Korean proverb. The man on top of the hill. I ain't gonna go too far into it, but that's a real proverb. How people, that's what forces the people at the bottom of the hill to stare at him at the top of the hill. And now my whole plan and mission is to get to this goal. And once I take you out, now I'm the man on top of the hill.
All right.
You know what I mean? But it's remnants of it, pieces of it. You know, people know the story's the real
Well,
story.
that was just my little random thought, my intrusive thought of the
Nah,
day.
that's real spill.
But what you got for us, man? You got something good for us today?
I think it's about discipline. I want to talk about discipline. I think I had to shape it down to like, we have daily discipline, monthly discipline. I may be going off cue, but daily discipline, monthly discipline, and yearly discipline, right? Think of it like this. What is your daily disciplines, your weekly disciplines, your monthly disciplines, and why is it important to have these disciplines daily, or what is it to people that may not have discipline in their life?
So I want to take it a step further then.
Yeah.
Is discipline a spectrum, or is discipline black and is it black and white? You know what I'm saying? It's like all or nothing.
Yeah.
So like this discipline, if you're always devout in your discipline, does that make you disciplined, or is it the one day this, one day that, or like what is discipline? How do we categorize it? I really don't know. Like I'm really on the fence with this. This isn't one of those things where I have a predetermined, thought about it. I really want to know. I'm hoping you.
So I
give
don't
me
know,
some
but
insight.
you know what I learned on one of those audio books, and this is real shit. How back in Viking times, how when they were raping, pillaging, doing what they were doing, and the Anglo-Saxon men who were preaching devout God Christians, they bathed maybe 4 times a year, maybe 3 times a year. You know what I'm saying? And they found a way how the Anglo-Saxon wives are leaving the husbands for Vikings. They said, how is it possible that we're Christian, they're soulless individuals who rape, kill, and pillage, and they're taking our women? Is it because they got charm? Is it because they got money? And a journalist, he tried to get to the bottom of it. He went detective mode, went down, tried to figure it out, and in the scriptures, he found that they bathe on Saturdays. Every Saturday is their bathe day, and they clean. They comb. They brush some forms of brushing their teeth. Some forms of they had ear combs. Ear spoons. They clear out wax. They took care of themselves and they're well groomed. Nevertheless, of their malicious intent and their brute strength.
Only on Saturdays.
Only on Saturdays. Opposed to every Saturday. So opposed to their husbands, who did it after 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like after 4 or 5 months, 6 months.
You said Viking women.
No, I'm saying English women left their Anglo-Saxon husbands for Viking men and started families.
Okay, so who showered every day? You lost me.
Who showered every Saturday was the Vikings.
Vikings showered every
The Vikings every Saturday. It
And
was their
who
bathe
showered
day.
every 4 months?
The Anglo-Saxon Christians.
That's nasty.
Yeah, but
Both
they
of them
said,
is nasty,
but peep
but
this
that's
though,
even
but peep this though, but peep this though. They said, but peep this though. They said your cleanliness, you didn't want to focus on your body more than you focused on the Lord. So they were saying they didn't want to focus on being too groomed and worried about yourself and being self-loathing. I mean, not self-loathing. Like kind of like self-centered or whatever the case may be. That devote more of your time to the church. So mostly of the men were nasty, unclean, and their wives got sick and tired of it. So when the raping and the pillaging happened, they found these men attractive, unfortunately. Just by their bathing, their cleanliness, and their sense of self, how they took care of themselves, how they were intentional, even with their killing, with their plan, all of that was still intentional. So, and they started families with them, and the guy really went on a hunt to figure out why. Like I read a whole thing
So
about that.
in this example, who's disciplined?
Truthfully, I feel like somebody was disciplined. I mean, everyone in a weird way, like you said, is it black and white? No, because that's why I brought up the topic. It's not black and white because the Anglo-Saxons, Christians thought they were disciplined by not bathing. The Vikings thought they every Saturday was, their day to relax and unwind from that whooping ass all week. And the women thought, to themselves, they were doing themselves a disservice by being with something they wasn't, into. So they killed that trying to be disciplined to buddy and rather to be with this program. So I feel like all discipline in a weird way is kind of like structured to, it's not black and white. It's not all cut to, because who could say they were wrong? Who said the Christians were wrong? Talking about all their scriptures and studies and all the things that they poured into the Lord and they were wrong. But then the Vikings, for maybe not having as much in their little town, so they went out and ventured and whooped everybody's ass so they could bring something back home, and they cleaned themselves and took care of themselves.
Okay, so
Are they
let's-
wrong?
So let's bring it home then. Like, what is a disciplined vegan? Let's just make it something like that.
A disciplined vegan. I feel like a vegan that's expanded their knowledge upon what, the different foods and different ways to prepare their food, cook their food, the oils and how they, what I'm saying? Like the nutritional value. I feel like they're not just diving in, right? I feel like a disciplined one sticks to the program, but you got to understand their program. So they understand their diet, they understand why it's good for their body. They probably have some little cool ways about it. Like they mean how people fry it up to make it look like it's real food. Like I feel like those are disciplined vegans. You really care about being a vegan because you dressed it up real nice and made it seem like to us it's not just this glob of gloobity glop that people just eat.
So, discipline is to you, you're saying
Mm-hmm.
it's the extent or the effort into a practice.
For sure, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, so why is it that this is a contrary to discipline a little bit, but it's in the same round? Why is it that when we have a cheat day, we have to do something that is going backwards?
Like on food or things like that.
On food, on the gym,
Drinking,
on
whatever.
drinking. Why do we celebrate something by regressing? Like what's the
We choose those as like our what they call our guilty pleasures.
Yeah.
Like how people call it that. Like I only, I don't know. People feel like that's kind of like a good thing, right? That they kind of like wean themselves off of needing these things and only treating these things as something they want for these particular days. Like The Rock works out all day. I mean, throughout the week, and has one cheat day a week where he dogs whatever he wants to dog because he works so hard. And I feel like maybe it's just like, I don't know the science behind it, but it's still giving yourself.
So
feel like you're human still or something?
In that case, is that a cheat or is that a healthy balance?
I feel like that's a healthy balance. That's a crappy word meaning cheat, but it's a healthy balance.
Okay. So discipline for him would look like the ability to monitor or control
Yeah,
his food intake
100%.
and not be controlled by the food output.
Perfect. 100%.
Okay.
I think that's valid and that's accurate. Yeah, I think that's discipline.
So discipline is managing what you put in and not being controlled by outside forces.
Yeah, the Bruce Lee, like we were saying, trained for 1,001 years to whoop ass. That doesn't mean I have to whoop your ass. Still can sit there with the confidence of God. You know what I'm saying? That even within like the straw or even moments of despair, he doesn't have to take it to this. That's real discipline.
Okay.
Not every time your kid mess up, you gotta whoop man ass. That's discipline. Sometimes he needs to be spoke to. Sometimes you need to let him rock out. Sometimes you need to, hey bro, that's how we really kind of do it. Go ahead and try it again. Sometimes you need to lay fire. It depends. Like that's discernment, that's grace, and that's discipline.
Okay.
For sure. Where we at?
I mean, unless our producers have any questions,
How you feeling?
I'm gonna say I don't necessarily have any questions, but I do have something that y'all probably can think about, man. I'm glad y'all brought up discipline because a lot of people think about discipline in different things, but discipline in its own source, you take that and you put that into every single thing. You go to discipline in one thing, and you understand that you have the capability of structure
Yeah.
within something. And I believe, Bobby, we spoke on this earlier about how I can take discipline from me going to the gym, doing this and doing that, to me being this certain man that I want to be. Let me
Yeah.
take
Yeah,
that,
discipline is transferable.
Exactly.
transferring discipline,
Yeah.
Yeah.
transition of discipline.
Yeah.
They say how you do one thing is how you do
Do
everything.
everything for sure.
There you
And
go.
and that's me to a fault. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
me
saying?
too.
Like,
Likewise.
you know, on days that I know better, you know, and even for the pod, let's just keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't post much last week because of the lack of discipline, because that muscle isn't routine and unwavering at this current state. We missed a couple days, few days consistently or continuously rather, you know, and I think that stems for me from my poor food habits, from my poor gym regimen, you know, and
Do you think that that's emotion?
yeah, because all of those things are emotional decisions when I choose not to.
So that stems back to, not to stop you, that stems back to when you dig deep in discipline, and no matter how you feel or what your mood is,
Yep.
you have the discipline to say these are the things that I need to do.
That's the root of discipline. I feel like it's like me and Josh say sometimes, stop being nice about things. It's discipline is really fuck your feelings. It's fuck how you feeling. Fuck what Shorty told you. Fuck what Cuzzo told you. Fuck that little back hurting. Pop a little Advil and keep it pushing. Fuck that you didn't get your promotion. You still got it next month. Fuck talking back to, you know what I'm saying, to your old self. Worry about your new self. You know how we love bashing our old self. Love talking how shitty we were instead of literally putting that same image into making a new motherfucker. So it's just like, bro, that's the real discipline. It's how the fuck you gonna keep these lights going. And it can't be, well, I'm trying to, bro, hey, I got this little mission. Like, nah, bro, because them lights don't give a fuck about that little mission unless it's completed. Only, it's results-based industry. Discipline is only results-based. You're only disciplined when that results is you know what I'm saying? It's motherfucking going.
And as you get
And,
results, you get
and that
results.
motherfucker get to going like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because discipline, that's what discipline look like this, fool. Then they get to looking like this. Oh, where's my friends? I'm at the gym still. Where's my homies? I'm at work still. Where's everything else? They at the club. Oh, I'm still doing this still. And it look like this still until you really get looking like this still. You know what I'm saying? Your shit looking like a big hill. No funny. You know what I'm saying? Your shit going like this. That's still that discipline dude. When that motherfucker want to and that motherfucker have to, you know what I'm saying? That's no excuses. That's really the no cheat code to it all. Like, you really gotta kind of go psycho. Like, the Kobe's of the world, you gotta really become, you know what I'm saying, outside of yourself. Like, how am I gonna make it work? We gotta be more solution-based than being problematic. Like, how the fuck am I gonna make it work instead of, it's not working. That's too much breath talking about some nut-ass shit. It's more like what needs to really, you know what I'm saying? Spreadsheet, how we gonna get it popping within a month? Okay, that shit shifted, how we gonna get it done in a week? Okay, that shit shifted, how we gonna do it today? And if we build that shit up, bro, discipline is set in stone. Like, we are disciplined. Discipline is not this fucking thing we grab, nigga. It's like, oh, that's it, like, go grab it. We will always chase that motherfucker. Like, you will never grab it.
Cue the music.
My nigga.